You understood what is equity, what is debenture, which is better, what debenture holders will get like interest. So these are the informations are available. With the help of these information, we'll solve this first problem. Now, the agenda is very simple. First, we'll understand what is a concept. Concept with the formula to calculate cost of debenture. These things are completed. 4,000 divided by 55 you are supposed to do first. As per debenture, even though company running under profit, even though company running under Hello everyone, this is your Adarsh sir, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the session 2 of your topic called cost of capital. Now, in the previous session, we discussed about what is cost of capital. Now, under cost of capital, we can also call it as WACC. What is WACC? Weighted average cost of capital. The consolidation or total of all kinds of cost, we call it as WACC. Now, under this, we are doing one by one. Finally, we'll go for your WACC, WACC. Now, what is the first type of cost? Now, the first type of cost, we can call it as cost of debentures. Now, we can also call it as cost of debt. Now, in today's session, we will discuss about the cost of debentures. The agenda is very simple. First, we'll understand what is a concept. Concept with the formula to calculate cost of debenture. Along with that, we will also understand the problems on cost of debentures. Formula. So what is the formula for your cost of debenture? Before that, I'll give you a small introduction about debenture. Now, we have two things. One will be shares, one will be debentures. Now, first one, we call it as share capital, and second one, we call it as debentures. First one is a share capital and the second one is debenture. Now, so what is the first one? Share capital. Now, share capital also we call it as owners of the company. So, whatever the investment made by shareholders, we can call it as owners of the company. Now, what is the second one? Debenture holders. Debenture holders only money givers, lenders of money. So, they are not called as owners of the company. They are not owners of the company. Now, in this, what the shareholders will get? Shareholders will get dividend. So, what do we call it as dividend? The portion of the profit. If company earns some profit, the profit will be given to whom? Owners of the company. So it will be shared to whom? Shareholders. If 1,000 is a profit, how many shareholders are there? For everybody, the dividend will be distributed. Now, as per debenture, even though company running under profit, even though company running under loss, the debenture holders will get interest. You may think that I'll go for debentures only. Why? Because even though your company is running under profit or running under loss, the debenture holders will get interest. If company goes loss, they will get interest. Company goes profit, they will get interest. But what about shareholders? If it is in profit, they will get dividend. If there is a loss, no dividend for them. So, which is better? Debentures or shareholders? Remember, if company is good, then shareholders are better. Why? Because maximum it may be 10% or 20% interest. Even though the company earning close together profit, these people will get only 10% of whatever they have given loan. See, assume that they have invested 1 lakh. They have invested 1 lakh. So on the 10% means these people will get how much? 10,000 interest. These people, whatever the profit on that sharing, just assume that they have got around 10% of the shareholding. Now, if they got 1 crore of profit, out of 1 crore, they will get around 10 lakhs of profit if they are having 10% of the shareholding. Now, if you go for debenture holder, even though the company earning 1 crore profit, these people will get on 1 lakh 10%, it is 10,000. Why? Because they have given loan only of rupees 1 lakh. Now, so that's why, now you tell me, will equity shareholders are better? Debentures. You may tell that I'll go for shareholder because I can become a owner. Along with that, whatever profit I'll get, so I can be part of that profit. If I'm a debenture holder, I'm restricted only to the 10,000. Even the profit are lost. Remember, if you are ready to take risk, your return will be high. If you don't want to take risk, your return will be less, but you will get a guaranteed income. Now, these are called as your shareholders as well as debenture holders. Now, under debenture, you will get two types of debenture. First one will be redeemable. Second one will be irredeemable. Again, irredeemable, redeemable. This I'll explain you later. Later means in the next session, I'll explain you what is irredeemable. Now, we will talk about irredeemable debentures. What is irredeemable debenture? Very simple. I have taken 10 lakh loan from you. You are a debenture holder. Again, I'll repeat. I have taken 10 lakh from you. You are the debenture holder. Now, whatever 10 lakh I have taken from you, so I will not repay until I close my company. Again, I'll repeat. I have taken 10 lakh loan from you. Every month I am paying you interest. Now, so when I will give it back the 10 lakh, I will not give until I close my company. If I close my company after 50 years, you will get the 10 lakh after 50 years. But up to 50 years, you will get interest. This is called irredeemable, non-repayable. Remember, irredeemable means non-repayable. Will not pay until I wind up my company. What is redeemable? Redeemable means I have taken 10 lakh loan. There is an agreement. After 5 years, I am supposed to pay it back. After 10 years, I am supposed to pay it back. After 8 years, I am supposed to pay it back. Everything is done in the before itself in the agreement when the amount will be repaid. No need to wait till the company will wind up. In between only, you will get back your 10 lakh and up to that, you will get your interest for every month. That is called redeemable. Redeemable, repayable. Irredeemable, non-repayable. Remember these words, redeemable as well as irredeemable. Now, these are very important. The formulas are different for redeemable. The formulas are different for irredeemable. Now, redeemable will come later. We will discuss later. We'll discuss about only irredeemable. Simple calculation for irredeemable. If it is redeemable, you have one more formula will be added to that. Now, so these are the information you must know about debenture before we start your problem. Now, you understood what is equity, what is debenture, which is better, what debenture holders will get like interest, what equity shareholders will get, it is a dividend. What is redeemable and irredeemable? Redeemable means repayable. Irredeemable means non-repayable. We are doing irredeemable, non-repayable. We are working out. Now, cost of debt. Remember, we call it as it is a shortcut, a short name for your cost of debt. We call it as cost of debt. KD. Now, anybody can tell me what is the spelling of cost? You know that the spelling of cost is COST. Debenture start from D. So, D for debenture. What is K for? So, cost of debenture means C. Cost of debenture. What it should be? We should take C and we should take D. It must be CD. Why it is KD? Have you checked about this? Why we call it as KD? Why we don't call it as CD? Cost means C. D means debenture. Why we call it K? Remember, in the British countries of foreigners, what they will do? The cost, they start from K, not C. Cost, capital, they start from K, not C. Remember, that's why we are following them. That's why we call it as KD, cost of debenture. As per them, cost starts from K. So, like computerized, we use S, but in the system, if you type what you will get? You will get Z. Similarly, the cost of debt, we take it K as a cost of debt, K and D. Now, cost of debt, we call it as KD. Now, in this, if there is no tax, so in that also we have two things. One is with tax, another one is without tax. If problem is not about tax, then we'll go for this formula. If problem is with tax, then we should go for this formula. 100% every problem will come with tax only. No need to remember this formula. Every time in your question paper, the question comes with taxation. Now, so we'll go with tax. If there is tax, now, cost of debenture is equal to 1. So 1 is common. It is not 1 actually, it is a I. So 1 minus T. I means what? Interest. I'll come later. I. So in the bracket 1 minus T. 1 means it is a 1. Tax means it may be 30% or 40%. The percentage has to be deducted from 1. You will not understand now. While doing problem, you will understand better. But just you remember what is the formula? I in the bracket 1 minus tax divided by net proceeds. Net proceeds. Now, I stands for interest. T stands for tax. NP, normally we call it as NP. NP stands for net proceeds. Now, what is net proceeds? Very simple in this. Your book value minus discount, if there are any discount, plus premium, floating or transaction cost. So everything we are supposed to add, or the final value we can call it as net proceeds. Now, this formula is irredeemable debt. So whatever we have discussed now, it is a non-repayable, or else we can call it as irredeemable debts. Now, I'll come back to your answer now. We'll work out 3 problems on debenture. Hope you understood what is your formula, what is a debenture, and what is irredeemable. Everything you have understood. Now we'll go for the answers directly. Now, X Limited issued 50,000 8% debentures at par. So it should be R. The tax rate is applicable to the company is 50%. Now, compute the cost of debenture. Now, what is the tax rate? 50%. You can call it as 0.50. Next. So, what is the issue price? It is 50,000. This is nothing but your net proceeds. What is the rate of interest? 8%. Your I stands for 8% or 0.08. So these are the informations are available. With the help of these information, we'll solve this first problem. Now, as per this, what is the formula? Formula, you know that cost of debt is equal to I 1 minus your tax whole divided by net proceed. You know this formula, just now we discussed. I'll go back. See, what is your formula? As I told you, without tax is not required. Why? Because you will not get any problem without tax. Now, 1 minus tax divided by net proceeds. Now, these are the informations we have. I'll go for the answer. Now, interest. What is the interest? I'll come. So, interest should be calculated. What is the net proceeds? 50,000. What is the value of interest? 8%. 50,000 multiplied with 8%. How much you will get? You will get 4,000. If you are taken a 50,000 loan means you are paying 8% interest. What is how much it is? 4,000. Now, this must be 4,000 and your interest is over 4,000. Then What is a 1? As it is, your tax is 0.50, 50%. Divided by what is the net proceeds? It is 50,000. Now, in this, 4,001 minus tax divided by 50,000, you got 4,001 minus tax divided by 50,000. Now, I'll calculate this. This whatever is in the bracket, we'll see later. 4,000 divided by 50,000. You get 0.08. 0.08. 1 minus 50 paisa, it will be how much? It will be 0.5 only. Now, so what is the final answer? Multiply this, multiplied with 0.5. You got 0.04. How much you got? 0.04. If you finalize this, so we don't want in 0.04, we want in percentage. How to calculate percentage? Simple. 0.04 into 100. You will get percentage. What is the percentage? 4% is the answer. I'll go out of the screen so that you can take screenshot. So we're done with your problem number 1. Hope you understood. Easiest one. You know the formula. We simplified and we worked out. Now, I'll go for your second problem. That is, Y Limited issues 50,000 8% debentures at a premium of 10%. Tax rate applicable is 60%. What is the tax rate? Remember, 60% means 0.60. I'll go one by one. What is your tax? What is your interest? And what is your net proceed? These three things we require. Now, tax is 60%. We can call it as 0.60 over. What is the interest? Interest, they have given 8% on what is the value? 50,000. So, 50,000 multiplied with 8%, your interest is 4,000. Clear? Yes. What is the last one? It is applicable 60% tax rate. Compute cost of debt. You want net proceeds. It is already given 50,000. This is 50,000. Now, I'll finalize this 0.60, 4,000 as well as 50. These are the informations are available. You know the formula also. What is the formula? Before I start this problem, you should remember the formula. Your cost of debt is equal to I1 minus tax whole divided by net proceeds. You can go for small letter or else you can go for big letter also. Now, I1 minus tax divided by net proceeds. Now, as per this, what happens? What is your I? I, we already calculated, it is 4,000. Right? 4,000. Then 1 minus t, 1 as it is. Your t is how much? 0.60. I'll go back. 0.60. Now, 0.60 you have taken, divided by your net proceeds. Now, how much it is? Y Limited issued 50,000 debenture at a premium of 10%. Remember, while calculating interest, it should be on 50,000. While writing net proceeds, how to take? Your net proceed is 50,000 plus 10%. Your value will be 55,000. Now, so for this, you add 5,000. Your net proceed is 55,000. So, what is your net proceed? 55. Remember here, while taking net proceeds, if premium is there, add. If discount is there, minus. Floating charges are there, minus. Floating means your transaction charges. Remember, if there is premium, add. If there is discount, minus. If there are any floating charges, please minus. Now, but for interest calculation, these things are not required. You have to take the original value on that interest has to be calculated. In the coming problem, I'll explain you much about all this. Now, These things are completed. 4000 divided by 55 you are supposed to do first. First one, 4000 divided by 55,000, you will get 0.072. Yes. Multiplied with 1 minus 0.60, how much? 0.40. Your final answer is 0.029. How to convert into percentage? Into 100. 0.029 multiplied with 100, you will get 2.9%. So it is easy to remember if answer is in percentage. If you keep it here also, you will get full marks, but better always write final answer into percentage. How to convert? Multiply with 100, you will get percentage answer. Now, your second problem is done. I'll go out of the screen so that you can take screenshot. So we'll go for the last problem for the day, problem number 3. Now, A Limited issued 50,000 8% debenture at a discount. Discount means what? Minus. Remember, but at the time of interest calculation, you should consider 50. At the time of net proceeds, 50,000 minus discount. Clear? Yes, good. Now, so in this, the first one is what? Net proceeds. Second one is what? Your interest. Third one is your last one, tax. Tax, they have given 50%. See, they have mentioned 50%. 50%, we can call it as 0.50 over next. What is the interest part? You have 50,000 multiplied with, what is the percentage? 8%. You got around 4,000 as answer. What is the net proceeds? You have 50,000. Discount of 5% minus 5, you will get how much? Almost 47,500 something you will get. 50,000 minus 5%, 47,500. 47,500. How to calculate 50,000 minus 5%, 2,500? Your answer is 47,500. Hope you understood. Like this, you are supposed to calculate. Whatever the discount or premium they have given, it will affect only for net proceeds, not for interest calculation. For interest calculation, before adding or deducting, you are supposed to calculate interest. Interest always on face value. Face value means what? This is face value. If you alter this, that is not face value. Clear? Yes. Interest has to be calculated on face value, not on these things. In the next session, I'll explain you more about all this concept. So remember, on face value, we should calculate interest. Now, so up to this, we calculated. Now, what is the answer? 47,500, 4,000, 0.50. Now, what is your formula? 1 minus I minus I, 1 minus T whole divided by NP. Now, what is the I? Interest is 4,000. It is completed. Now, 4,000 is done. 1 minus your tax rate, 50. 47,500 as we calculated your net proceeds. Now, this is done. Now, 4,000 divided by, how to calculate? Remember, this divided by this. Whatever is there in the bracket, that is later. Now, 4,000 divided by 47,500, you got 0.08. See? Then 1 minus 0.50, 0.50. Multiply this both into 0.50, you will get 0.042. How to convert to percentage? Simple. Multiply with 100. You got 4.2% as your answer. Now, so remember all this. These are the calculation you are supposed to do. Now I'll go back to all 3 problems so that you can take screenshot properly. So this is your problem number 1. Please take screenshot. Why? Because the calculation I have done in the right side, it will be easy for you to remember. Problem number 2. Here also I have done some calculation to remember. Problem number 3. Here also I have done some calculation to remember. So hope you understood what is cost of debt, and also you have understood what is the difference between debenture as well as share capital. Now under debenture again you have two types like redeemable, irredeemable. Whatever problems we have done in today's session, it is all about irredeemable, means it is not repayable. So it will be repaid at the end or at the time of wind up of the company. So remember all this concept. These are about your issue of debenture problems. So remember, you will not get any problem without taxation. Every problem comes with taxation. If in the problem taxation is not there, that 1 minus t will not come. Thank you.